What's going on, boomers? Welcome back to the channel. Trench Grenade here. Today we are discussing the purpose of the shotgun in the modern squad, the modern rifle squad. Okay, we're on the range today, so bear with any gunfire you hear in the background. Today, the weapon we'll be using is a Remington pump action 870. The magazine tube is loaded, chamber is empty. This handgun is hot, um, and we're going to talk about the merits of the handgun with the shotgun later. Before we begin, we'll talk about the 4 rules of firearm safety. Treat every weapon as if it's loaded. Don't point your weapon at anything you don't intend to destroy. Keep your finger straight off the trigger until you're ready to fire. And be aware of your target and its surroundings, okay? For all the new shooters, and to remind us guys that have been doing this for a minute, because guess what? It only takes one mistake. Okay, today we're going to be using these USPSA targets to demonstrate how to fully utilize these shotguns to their potential. All right, so you're the guy on all your friend group that maybe doesn't have an AR-15, or you don't have as much experience with the AR-15, but all your buddies said, hey, just go ahead and run your shotgun. This video is going to be for you and for the buddies that have the ARs, that have the rifles, the 8 out of the 9 that are running the rifle. You might want to know everything that we're going to talk about today too, because you might want to know how to fully implement a shotgun to its full advantage. Okay, when are shotguns useful? Shotguns are useful primarily in a CQB environment, or even for trench warfare. Okay, the shotgun was adopted by the United States military in World War One for use in Europe for trench warfare, and we've been using them ever since, all the way up to the Battle of Fallujah. Marines and Army soldiers, infantry dudes were kicking in doors, and out of their 9-man squad, or I think in the Marines, their 12-man squad, one of them had a Benelli M4 shotgun. The projectiles that we use when we are not breaching is going to be double aught buck 2 3/4. All right, that is 9 projectiles that when you pull the trigger one time, you're going to get 9 9mm size projectiles. I guess I'll hold it up just so y'all can see for a second. Okay, so this is SMB, double aught buck. I typically buy this stuff in bulk because it's cheaper that way. So if you're the guy that has been identified to be your shotgunner, okay, you're going to have a couple key roles and responsibilities. The first role and responsibility is you are going to be the designated breacher. So breaching, you don't want to use double aught buckshot or slugs for breaching, because you're going to penetrate directly through the area you're trying to breach, and it's going to hit possibly Sierras, or so we have Tangos and Sierras. So Sierra is somebody, a civilian, okay, somebody you don't want to engage. So you don't want to use double aught buckshot or slug. You want to use those freaking sand rounds or salt rounds. You can buy them, look around, but make sure you're using the right projectiles when breaching. Additionally, in trench warfare or in an urban environment, your job is going to be, well, it ain't pretty, but your job is going to be able to throw walls of lead at range. Okay. Now, your max effective range, you're only looking at like 100 meters. Okay. For slug, 100 meters, aim at the belt line. Don't aim at the heart. Aim at the belt line at 100 meters, and point of aim, point of impact, or your point of impact will be good to go. Okay. As one common misconception is that you can't hit shit with a shotgun past, I don't know, whatever the internet says, right? No, out to 100 meters, an experienced shotgunner with a slug aiming at the belt buckle can hit a man-sized target with a smooth bore. Okay. Now, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about when I say smooth bore, most 12 gauge shotguns, okay, are not going to have a rifled barrel. Yes, there are exceptions. Okay, go and sharpshoot me in the comments if you want, but most shotguns are going to have a smooth bore. So what that means is there's nothing twisting those projectiles. Okay, when you would have a rifled slug, there's nothing twisting it. It's just the second the primer is ignited, it's just throwing that thing out there like a rock. So just trust me with this. Go out with your 12 gauge slugs and aim at the belt buckle if you are the designated breacher slash shotgunner for your squad. Okay, what are we going to talk about next? Let's talk about kit setup for a shotgunner. So as you can see, there's a lot of ways to do it. These are ESSTAC S-Tac freaking shotgun placards. I recommend you run at least one on the gun. Okay, if you want to run an additional one on this side, you can see where this Velcro was at one point. You can. That way, you can always top the gun off from either up here, okay, and you feed it in, or you can make sure I'm oriented downrange here, or you just top off from your shotgun saddle, and as it goes dry, you just rip that thing off, throw it in your dump pouch, and pull another one off your chest, throw it on the side of the gun. All right, that's just how you would run it. As far as handguns, so in my previous video for a rifleman, for the modern Minuteman or the modern rifleman, you do not need a handgun. Okay, it's not a need, it's a nice to have, not a need to have. For shotguns, guess what? You need a freaking handgun because this can hold 6+1 or 7+1 shells for most shotguns, right? If you only have 6+1 or 7+1 for an urban fight, that's if you hit your intended target, even if they have body armor on, within 30 to 35 meters with double aught buck, they are going to die. Now, with that being said, the thing that's going to kill them if they're wearing body armor is going to be the blunt impact hitting that armor. The back face deformation is going to collapse their sternum into their heart, and that's in their lungs, and you all get what I'm saying, okay? Now, the purpose of the handgun is limited round capacity. You're going to be doing a lot of fighting. I run out of ammo, okay? And you're going to have your single point sling. I think I already said I took it off for the freaking microphone, okay? You let that thing drop, and then you're going to draw your handgun. So you're gonna need to have a handgun with you for emergency purposes with a shotgun. There's no way around it. So additionally, get used to carrying a lot of weight. Shotgun shells are heavy, and it's hard to carry a lot of them. So I have 5, I believe. One on my belt. All right, one on the belt, one right here in the freaking cummerbund, and then 3 up front. All right, you don't want anything else stacked in front because you need to be able to get in the prone firing position. That means as low to the earth as possible so you don't get shot in the face. So with that being said, try to minimize having 17 rows of shotgun shells out here. Also, stay away from those shotgun slings that have a million shotgun shells in it. Just stop, okay? You're weighing down the gun. You're going to be dropping shotgun shells everywhere. A lot of guys are going to ask probably, do I carry shells up or shells down? I am used to carrying with the brass down. That way I can easily shuck out and in without looking. Now, for the rear, if I had a saddle on the back, when I load like a violin, when I violin load, I prefer to have the brass facing down, okay? The purpose of that is so I can just pull out and shuck in. All right, I think y'all kind of get the point. What else? Shotgun. Okay, so ammo availability. You can easily, with a shotgun, I can drop whatever's in the chamber and top load, or I can top load here. Say I wanted a slug for the next shot, I could easily put one in and rack it out. All right. For maintenance purposes, a lot of guys don't know this, but on right here on the left and right side, there's a little tab. To unload, you would simply press each tab, and the shell, if I can do it on camera here, of course, this is just how it goes. Okay, the shell will come out. See what I'm saying? So you don't need to, whenever you're unloading your shotgun, don't just rack them all out, because a shotgun, every time you rack one in, there's a very small, like 1 in a million chance that the primer can be ignited by that firing pin, okay? For those of you though that do not know, shotguns are not drop safe. So if you didn't know that, now you know. If you have a home defense shotgun and that shotgun is hot and it's loaded with one in the chamber, even though the safety's on, if it falls, there's a chance that thing will go off. So that's why I always recommend for your shotgun that you rock that thing amber, okay? And you can rock it amber. There's Lucky Gunner has a video on how to store your shotgun, so make sure you check that out. Okay, talking about the purpose of the shotgun. Now we're going to do some shooting. So we got our USPSA target here. We're going to move back. There we go. We'll do like we'll back up a little bit more here. Okay, so we're gonna do some shooting. First thing we're gonna talk about is how to keep this thing fed, because that is the first thing you're gonna run into on the range is trying to keep your shotgun fed, because these things are hungry freaking hippos, as Garantham has said, and it is really hard to keep them loaded. So I'm going to demonstrate to y'all how to keep this thing in the fight. That way you can effectively continue the fight. Also, notice that every time I fire, there's not going to be a delay between the time I fire and the time I cycle the action. With a pump action shotgun, the instant that you fire, the second that I engage, okay, I'll just go ahead and try to demonstrate this right now. Okay, the second that you engage with that buckshot, you're going to go ahead and cycle that action. The reason being is, you see a lot of guys on YouTube going bang, bang, okay? That's just not what we do. All right, so you can see out at 15 meters, the shotgun's doing exactly what I want. Only got one in the C zone. That hole that you got down low is the wad hole. All right, so this dude, regardless of armor, regardless of the level of armor that he's wearing, he's freaking done. Okay, he's not gonna make it. Even if you shot him in the ER with the armor on in the ER, he ain't gonna make it. Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate. Now I'm gonna demonstrate to y'all shoot two, load two. Okay, always keep that thing topped off and working for you. All right, here we go. All right, let's go check it out. So you always want to shoot two, load two. All right, guys. So that pretty much, that should demo what that 12 gauge is doing. If you can imagine this, every one of these pellets, okay, and this is me, obviously, on one of those shots I missed, and I got one out here. But this dude is done, okay? You got 7 of those. I mean, you can take out if you had to, and I'm not advocating violence, okay? I'm saying in a defensive situation, if you had to defend yourself, I mean, there you go. It speaks for itself. Okay, again, how to load the shotgun. Out, okay, hard to demo, in and hard. Every time you feed it, in hard with your thumb, okay, nice and flat. Let the magazine tube take it from you, okay. As this thing gets low, I'm gonna pull it off, throw it in my dump pouch, okay. Grab the next one and just top that thing off right there, okay. And it's just gonna be continuous loading of the shotgun as the fight continues. We'll do one more, guys. Aiming at the head here so we can get an idea. I'm going to come back here to the whip. We are at about 25 meters, and I want you guys, I'm going to aim at the head. I'm going to do a shoot two, load two, shoot two. And I just want you all to get an idea of how devastating this freaking shotgun can be, okay? The safety for the Remington is right here, Remington 870. Get super familiar, okay? The pump release is right here, okay? Where my pointer finger is. It's kind of hard to demonstrate. The reason I have Picatinny on the side is because I typically will have a white light, but I'm going to be real with y'all. I would rather have more shells than a white light. So I cut weight where I can, and I got to carry a lot of shells, and I got to carry a lot of shells, and I got to carry a lot of water. So pick and choose what you want to put on your shotgun, but it's what I've chosen. All right, guys, we're gonna do a shoot two, load two at the head. Shoot two, load two, shoot two. We'll get the time if I remember, and we'll go from there. Here we go. Weapon on safe every time. You can tell I'm a little out of practice. Shoot two, load two. All right. And again, keep this bad layer working for me. And as we get near the bottom of the shotgun card, same thing. Okay, see how we're getting near the bottom? I'm just gonna rip this freaking thing off, throw it in the dump pouch, grab the new one, throw it on, and that's how it works. And guys, as you can see, we're already running out of shotgun shells. And how long have we been in this fight? Not long. Okay, we'll go show this freaking damage that we got down here. Okay, you can tell I was aiming here, or I was aiming here, it seems. Okay, but I mean, pretty much speaks for itself, guys. All right. A little low and left. We'll do 2 more. Just for the hell of it. We'll do 1 more. All right. All right. And like I said, just a demo. Rip off that old one. New one on. Let's talk about emergency loads while we got this second. Okay. Emergency top off loads. Drop them on. Okay. Make sure your safety's on when you're not engaging. And that's pretty much it. Save these home defense shells for later. And that's how you continue to work it, guys. Okay. Just keeping this freaking blunderbuss topped off and working for us. All right. And I'm gonna show you guys this target right now. It was a fresh target before we started, and you can kind of see exactly what's going on. Let's go. Also, another tip for you shotgunners getting into this: wear a glove. Okay, wear gloves. Loading the shotgun is a little bit of a pain in the you know what. Okay, and keeping it going is annoying. Also, these shotgun barrels, they'll heat up quick. Okay, especially if you're firing in rapid succession. So just tricks of the trade, if you will. But as you can see, guys, this and this bad guy, whether it be a home invader or whatever, okay, he's done. So shotguns, now you guys know some uses for them. If you are that one guy on your team that's been elected to be the shotgunner, get out here, get some training in. It's all about, as you saw in the video, I'm a little rusty. It's all about just getting your reps in out on the range and learning that shotgun. Okay, guys, thanks for coming back to the video. As always, like and subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see next, okay? As I say every video, this video is for you guys, okay? It's to keep me sane, keep me busy when I'm not out on the trail at work. So just let me know what y'all want to see next. As always, Trench Grenade, signing out.